Tesla cuts prices again on its cars, making them an even better deal. You'll be able to take $7,500 off the purchase price of a new or used EV. Rivian deals another blow to Tesla's Cybertruck, and Hyundai becomes the latest automaker to team up with Tesla. Before we get into this video, can I ask you for a huge favor, please? If you enjoy this channel and the videos I make, please hit that subscribe button because it really helps the channel out a lot and I don't want you guys to miss any future videos. Thank you so much for watching. Now let's get into the video. First off, today, Hyundai Motor Group has announced that it would be adopting NACS, which is the North American charging standard. Hyundai's North American president and CEO said, "Our collaboration with Tesla marks another milestone in our commitment to delivering exceptional EV experiences to our customers. This new alliance will provide Hyundai EV owners confidence in their ability to conveniently charge their vehicles and complements our joint venture company to create a new, high-powered charging network with at least 30,000 stations across North America. Beginning in Q4 of 2024, US customers of Hyundai EVs will have NACS plugs on their vehicles. And if you're in Canada, unfortunately you'll have to wait till the first half of 2025. And if you currently own a Hyundai EV, you'll be able to use the Tesla Supercharging Network in Q1 of 2025 with the help of an adapter." I think this move was bound to happen, especially with other manufacturers switching over to NACS. Hyundai Motor Group joins Ford, GM, Rivian, Mercedes-Benz, and other EV makers in adopting NACS. This gives them the ability to use Tesla's Supercharging Network, which is hands down the best network for fast charging in the United States. Next up, Rivian has begun delivering its longest range electric pickup truck, the R1T with Max Pack. The new Max Pack battery option offers up to 410 miles of range, making it the longest range electric pickup vehicle currently available in the market. Previously, the largest pack you can get for the R1T was rated at 314 miles, so this is a nice increase of 96 miles. And if you want an R1T sooner, Rivian has recently opened up its inventory shop so that you can see models available near you. Deliveries are expected between 1 to 6 weeks, which is much better than the custom orders, which can take up to several months. Rivian also announced that its longest range electric SUV, the R1S with Max Pack, is now available to order. The new battery option gives the R1S 400 miles of range, making it the longest range 7-seater passenger electric SUV on the market. That 400 miles of range is 52 miles more than the long-range Tesla Model X. Rivian says deliveries of the R1S with Max Pack will begin later this fall, and if you're interested in an R1S, you have a choice of 3 different battery packs: Standard, Large, and now Max. The Rivian R1S starts at $78,000 for the standard pack, which gives you 260 miles of range. And if you want to move up to the larger pack, that's an additional $6,000, and that gets you 92 more miles of range. So that's 352 miles of range for $84,000. And now if you want the Max Pack, that's an additional $16,000 over the standard range, over the standard pack, and that puts you at $94,000 for 400 miles of range. To me, it seems like the large pack at $84,000 is the best price to range option, especially when you compare the Max Pack at $10,000 more for only 48 more miles of range. It doesn't seem worth it to me. Now, all of these options are with the dual motor all-wheel drive system, so if you're interested in the dual motor performance or the quad motor, you have to pay a little bit more. The dual motor performance is an additional $5,000, and if you're looking for the quad motor, that's an additional $8,000. But keep in mind, if you're looking for the quad motor, you will see a reduction in your range. And if you do purchase one of these R1Ts or R1Ss, or you have one already, Rivian has just released a huge update which makes your vehicle even better. The new update, version 2023.38, has a redesigned drive mode app, new gauge view to give you real-time information for the battery temperature, motor temperature, tire pressure, and more. Speaking of electric trucks like the R1T, Ford has unveiled a new version of its F-150 Lightning. It's called the Flash and it has 320 miles of range, a heat pump, and starts at $70,000. The new F-150 Lightning Flash will be available in 2024, and it'll have a 15.5-inch touchscreen, Bang & Olufsen sound system, as well as Blue Cruise 1.2. Now, Blue Cruise, not Blue's Clues, Blue Cruise is Ford's hands-free driving system similar to Tesla's Autopilot. To me, I think Tesla's Autopilot system is the best on the market, but I'm happy to see other manufacturers like Ford step up with Blue Cruise. The F-150 Lightning Flash also has Ford's Tech Tow package, which has a Pro Trailer Backup Assist, which is really cool because you can tell the truck which direction you want the trailer to go, and the truck will steer for you. Now, the $70,000 price tag on the F-150 Lightning Flash can receive the full $7,500 tax credit, which would bring its starting price down to $62,500, and that's before options and taxes. Here you can see where the Flash sits in the F-150 lineup in terms of pricing. Next up, the IRS has released an update on the $7,500 electric vehicle tax credit that buyers will be happy to hear about. Starting January 1st of 2024, when you purchase a new or used EV from a dealer, you'll be able to take that $7,500 off the purchase price instead of having to wait for the tax credit. But there's a catch. You must still qualify for the tax credit and that means the income requirements, which is $150,000 or less for individuals, $225,000 or less for the heads of households, and $300,000 or less for joint households. The vehicle price must be $55,000 or less for sedans, and $80,000 or less for SUVs, vans, or pickup trucks. We'll get into Tesla announcing its newest price cuts in just a minute, but there are also additional requirements such as being assembled in North America and percentage requirements for battery and such. This chart from Electric really helps to break it down so it's much easier to understand. Now, since Tesla doesn't necessarily operate a dealership model because all their locations are considered showrooms, there might be some confusion as to whether or not you'll be able to get the $7,500 off for a Tesla. Now, Electric says buyers of Teslas, Rivians, and Lucids should be able to get that $7,500 off at the point of sale, so if you qualify for that, that's a good thing to hear. Moving on to Tesla's latest rounds of price cuts, let's talk about the Model 3 rear-wheel drive. So that now starts at $38,990, which is a price drop of $1,250. The long-range Model 3 now starts at $45,990, which is also a price drop of $1,250. Now, if you're interested in the performance version of the Model 3, that now starts at $50,990, which is a $2,250 price drop. I personally really love my Model 3 performance, and I got it for nearly $56,000. So to see this price drop on this car actually makes me both happy because it means more people can experience the thrill and joy of owning a Model 3 performance, but also a little bit sad because now the resale value just went down a little bit more on my Model 3. Overall though, I'm glad Tesla is dropping prices on their vehicles so that hopefully that allows more people to switch to electric. Moving to the Model Y, we see that the long range now gets a $2,000 discount, so that starts at $48,490, and the performance version also gets a $2,000 discount, and that starts at $52,490. I think this price drop will help nudge buyers who are currently on the fence, especially with how high gas prices are here in California, with them nearing $7 a gallon. We also know that the refreshed Model 3 is on its way, but Tesla has not officially announced it for the US market just yet. The latest theory is that the refreshed Model 3 will be coming to the US in 2024, along with a possible performance version of the Model 3. The refreshed Model 3 is bringing some really nice additions, including heated and cooled front seats, which if you're a person like me who sweats easily, you really want to keep those cooled seats on all the time. There will also be a new wraparound LED light strip that fully extends into the doors, so I think the interior of the Model 3 is going to look really great at night. There is also a rear screen for the passengers in the back, with access to entertainment apps like Netflix, Hulu, and YouTube, to name a few. Another reason that Tesla may have dropped the price across all their models is because of their weak Q3 delivery numbers. The lower than expected delivery numbers were mentioned during the Q2 earnings call, as Tesla had planned to temporarily shut down some of their factories for planned upgrades. These upgrades were likely for the refreshed Model 3, as well as Tesla ramping up production for its Cybertruck. Going back to these price drops, I was reading on Reddit earlier that some buyers were upset about how much they paid for their Model Y performance and how much it has dropped since then. Some users on Reddit paid nearly $70,000 for their Model Y performances, but I like to look at the bright side of things. I will say for those buyers, they did get to enjoy their car for longer, and when they purchased, interest rates were much lower than they are now. So those are two positive takeaways for those buyers of Model Ys when they purchased last year. One thing we know with Teslas is that they're always changing their prices, and it's difficult to try and time your purchase. So let's just enjoy our cars and try not to think about the downsides of when you bought them. Alright, that does it for this video. Thank you guys again for watching, and if you enjoyed these videos, please make sure to hit that subscribe button because I have more videos coming very soon.